Hey, what's up, fellas? It's your boy KennyJStylinz coming at you with another deck profile. This time we're talking about Star Wars. Yeah, that's right, Star Wars, guys. Now this isn't gonna be the Darkside or anything like that. Basically, I just kind of mashed all of them together. Every once in a while I do that. I don't even realize I do it. I just make the deck and I'm like, damn, But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the deck profile so y'all can see what's up with this craziness here. All right, first off, we're going to start the deck with, bam, Darth Vader. Look at him. Only one. You know what I'm saying? How many stars is that? That's 10. This man ain't, wow, why is he 10? Well, I guess you got to pay homage to the man. But anyway, he's a spellcaster. Dark monster, of course. Why wouldn't he be? 2800 attack, 24 defense. All right, effect. You can special summon this card from your hand by banishing one face-up Star Wars monster you control. So, easy to bring out. Once per turn, you can special summon one Star Wars monster from your hand or graveyard, except Star Wars Darth Vader. Wow, this guy is... I mean, he's not overly broke, but that is still a ridiculous effect. Look at that picture, man. It's just... that's sick. You don't want to cross that guy. All right, next up, we got, well, let's do a couple. We got a couple of one of those. Bam, one Kylo Ren, and bam, one Darth Vader. Also sick picks. Look at him, man. I don't know, with the red saber and the dark, the dark cloaks is just sick. Okay, so Ren is also a spellcaster. So he's, what's that, level 7? Dark. But he has a 2800 attack, but 1000 defense. So he's matching Darth Vader in attack. I don't know, guys. I don't know what I'd be thinking. Anyway. He's also a spellcaster, cannot be normal summon a set, must be special summoned from your hand by having exactly 3 dark monsters in your graveyard. It cannot be special summoned by other ways. You can banish one dark monster from your graveyard and target one card on the field, destroy that target. Oh, so he's like kind of like Dark Arm Dragon, I guess. Look at y'all, I'm talking like I don't know what I did with the cards. I mean, a lot of these I don't remember, guys. All right, then, like I said before, Darth Maul. He is a level 5 dark, 2200 attack, spellcaster, and he has a flip effect. When he's flipped, you can draw 2 cards and then discard 1 card. If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can draw 1 card. You can only use 1 Star Wars Darth Maul effect per turn and only once that turn. So he's like excuse me. What's the name of those fusion guys? I can't remember the name. I'm sorry. If you guys remember, just comment down below. Let me know. I'm on crack. I can't remember nothing. But basically, they're like them. Yeah. So next, we're running 3 of bam, bam, and bam. 3 stormtroopers. 3-star dark monsters. Flip effect. You can add 1 spell or trap card from your deck to your hand. This card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect. You can add 1 Star Wars monster from your deck to your hand, except Star Wars stormtroopers. You can only use 1 Star Wars Stormtroopers effect per turn, and only once that turn. So, once again, there's a few flip effects in this deck. Shaddolls. That's what they're like. Shaddolls. Well, not all of them, just a few of them. Wanted to give them Shaddol effects. Don't hate me, guys. All right, next up we got 2 Boba Fett's, 4-star warrior. Flip effect. You can target 1 monster in the field, destroy it. If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can send 1 Star Wars card from your deck to the graveyard except Star Wars Boba Fett. You can only use 1 Star Wars Boba Fett effect per turn, and only once that turn. So, you flip him, he destroys shit. Bounty Hunter. I mean, look at him. This dude is all over the place. Now, I made this deck way before Mandalorian came out, so maybe sometime I will update it with some Mandalorian stuff. Yeah, that'd be cool, right? Anyway, so next we got 3. Summon me, you will. 3 Yodas, baby. Light monster. Of course he's light. 6-star. 2500 attack. 1500 defense. Spellcaster. You can special summon this card from your hand by banishing 1 light and 1 dark monster from your graveyard. You can special summon this card from your graveyard by sending 1 light and 1 dark monster from your hand to the graveyard. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target 1 level 5 or higher Star Wars monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. So, yeah, Yoda, he's not playing. Plus, you can, if you have him in your hand or your graveyard, you have several different ways to bring him out, but you do. Murder opponent, I will. Okay, sorry. Yeah. Okay, so next we're gonna go with two bam Obi-Wan. I like that pick, man. It's sick with the blue saber, and it's just okay. The 4-star, 1700 attack, spellcaster. All the Jedis are spellcasters, guys, because they play mind tricks and make shit float. Why not? Anyway, using the Force, you can target one spell or trap card your opponent controls. This card's battle position cannot be changed until the end of your next turn. Also, change this card you control from face-up attack position to face-up defense position. And if you do, destroy that target. Once per turn, during your end phase, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. So, it's like that Lightsworn chick. The one that targets spell and trap cards. You turn to defense, and I think she could pop it or whatever. That's the effect. But basically, that's what Obi-Wan does, and he helps mill your Star Wars guys in the graveyard. Okay, next up we have bam! One of the man, Luke. 8-star, 3000 attack. Cannot be normal summon a set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing one light and one dark monster from your graveyard. Once per turn, you can activate one of these following effects. Target one monster on the field. Banish that target face up. This card cannot attack the turn this effect is activated, or if this attacking card destroys an opponent's monster by battle. After damage calculation, it can make a second attack in a row. So, straight up Luster Soldier. Like, who would have thought? You look at Luke Skywalker. Hey, man, let's make him like Luster Soldier. Yeah, only me, right? All right, so next we have a couple ofs, which is two Princess Leia's. She's a 3-star warrior, 1000 attack, 1000 defense. Once per turn, you can discard one card and target one level 4 or lower Star Wars monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target. Once per turn, during your end phase, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. So once again, another card with a Lightsworn effect, because this deck's about dumping some of your Star Wars guys in the graveyard as well. All right, next we have bam. What, you thought that was it? Bam! 3 Han Solos. You got to run 3 of the man. All right, during your main phase, you can send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Then, if any Star Wars monsters were sent to the graveyard by this effect, this card gains 200 attack until the end of your opponent's turn. You can only use this effect of Star Wars Han Solo once per turn. Once per turn, during your end phase, send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. So, basically another guy to get cards to your graveyard. So, yeah, just think if you mix your dolls and Lightsworns, which a lot of people didn't play that deck before. This is basically what it is. So bam, 2 Chewbacca's. Level 4, light. Beast Warrior. Of course he's a Beast Warrior. He's also 1700 attack. Cannot be normal summon a set. Must be special summoned from your hand by banishing one dark monster from your graveyard, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. You can only special summon Star Wars Chewbacca once per turn this way. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add one Star Wars Jar Jar Binks from your deck to your hand. So, yeah, why would he go get Jar Jar Binks? I don't know. I was eating hot Cheetos that day, so yeah, I don't know why. Don't hate me, guys. I'm trying here. Bam! We have one Lando. It said Lando, which has a flip effect, 1900 attack. That's pretty good. You can target one card your opponent controls, return it to the hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can target one spell or trap card on the field, destroy it. You can only use one Star Wars Lando effect per turn, and only once that turn. Man, look at that sick pick. I swear, Lando's a pimp, man. Could nobody do it like Lando. All right, next we got 2 bam BB-8s. Machine, he's a tuner. If this card is in your graveyard, you can send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. And if you do, special summon this card. You can only use this effect of Star Wars BB-8 once per turn. So, yeah, he's like I was gonna say dandelion. No, not dandelion. Lone Fire Blossom. Is that the name of the? I don't know. I don't know, guys. But you guys that play Yu-Gi, you recognize the effect. All right. Next card up is Bam Jar Jar. Bam Binks. 2 Jar Jars. Level 4, 1500 attack, 16 defense. He's a reptile, of course. Cannot be normal, summon, or set. Must be a special summon from your hand by banishing 1 light monster from your graveyard. It cannot be special summoned by other ways. You can only special summon Star Wars Jar Jar Binks once per turn this way. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can add 1 Star Wars Chewbacca from your deck to your hand. So, yeah, Chewbacca searches him. He searches Chewbacca. For some reason, they become best buddies. I don't know why. But, you know, whatever. All right, then we got 1 CP3O and bam! R2D2. Yes, sir. They're together. It's funny because his attack is weaker than R2D2's, which, yeah, should be. But anyway, he's a 1-star. Tuner, machine. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a synchro material, you can add 1 Star Wars monster from your deck to your hand. If this card is in your graveyard, you can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use 1 Star Wars CPO effect per turn, and only once that turn. Wow. Oh yeah, CP3O. Okay. I was about to say, why did you just say CPO? But I see the text kind of messed up right there. So anyway, yeah, pretty good effect. And R2D2. He's a 4-star. This card is sent to the graveyard. Banish 1 level 7 or higher light or dark Star Wars monster from your deck. If this card is banished from your graveyard, you can add that banished monster. You can add, the monster banish by this card's effect to your hand. Sorry guys that I can't read right now. Don't do drugs. Then we got 1 Ewok. I know we should have had more, but it's 2-star tuner, flip effect. You can target 1 Star Wars monster in your graveyard, except Star Wars Ewok. Special summon it in face down defense position. So for the flip effect monsters, if this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can special summon it in face down defense position. You can only use 1 Star Wars Ewok effect per turn and only once that turn. So he's like a Shaddoll Falcon, if I remember correctly. Maybe, yeah. Anyway, yeah, light and dark deck. That's with the monsters from the Star Wars deck. Now we're gonna jump into the spells, guys. And we have bam! 2 recruiting drives. See Leia, seeing if they're talking. But anyway, fusion summon 1 Star Wars fusion monster from your extra deck, using monsters from your hand or your side of the field as fusion materials. If your opponent controls monster or monsters, it will special summon from the extra deck. You can also use monsters in your deck as fusion material. You can only activate 1 recruiting drive per turn. So basically, the Shaddoll fusion. Yeah. I don't know, man. This deck is just so fun. Just like how that deck was, but except you have Darth Vader. You can't beat that. All right, next we got 2 of the Empire Will Not Fall. And with this card, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. Add 1 level 4 or lower Star Wars monster from your deck to your hand. So, not bad. That's a Light Sworn drawing card. Anyway, you guys get the idea what this is. I'm not going to keep saying what cards this is. But anyway, so we got, bam, 1 The Legend of Luke. Quick play. Pay 1,500 life points. Special summon 1 monster from your banish zone in either face-up attack position or set. Okay, sorry, because I was about to say either face-up or what. But yeah, that's awesome. It's a pretty good card. All right, so next up, we got a couple of 1-ofs. We have, bam, 1 Chosen Apprentice and bam, 1 Find Them. Okay, so first we're going to read Chosen Apprentice. Special summon 1 monster from your banish zone. When that monster leaves the field, you can shuffle 2 monsters from your banish zone back into your deck. I like how it has like this little secret rare effect. Maybe one day I'll learn how to make the cards hollow. Or if any of you guys know how to do that, holla at your boy. We can make stuff happen. And has Find Them, which also has a little secret rare effect look to it. Anyway, activate by declaring 1 card name. Search your opponent's deck for that card. Special summon that card to your side of the field in defense position. That card's effect is negated, and when the name card leaves the field, banish that card. So basically, they got a problem card in their deck. You know, Stormtroopers are sent out to find them. They find them, pull them out the deck, they chain them up, bring them to your side so you won't have to worry about him. I thought that card was kind of cool. All right, so next we have a couple of one-ofs, a Force Choke, and a 1-for-1, which is literally 1-for-1, I believe. Okay, so let's go with Force Choke. Y'all know about the Force, man. Destroy a monster your opponent controls. If you have a Star Wars Darth Vader or Star Wars Anakin Skywalker on your side of the field, turn on your opponent's monster or monsters to defense position. Those monsters cannot change their battle position. So, wow, that's a pretty good card. And 1-for-1, which basically does what the real 1-for-1 does. Send one monster from your hand to the graveyard. Special summon one level 1 monster from your hand or deck. Cool picture of them, by the way. So, yeah. And let's see, we got... Wow, we still got more spells. Okay, we got 1 Royal Finder. Look at Leia. Man. Okay, add 1 Star Wars tuner monster from your deck to your hand. And send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. So, when you're looking to... grab a tuner, get a Leia to dress skimpy, you got it. Alright, then we have 1 Carbonite Freezing Chamber. Send 1 Star Wars monster from your deck to the graveyard. Damn, so you're sending them directly to the chamber. Alright, then we got 2 more spells. We got 1, bam, Universal Battles. Target any number of monsters in your graveyard. Special summon them. And if you do, lose 1,000 life points for each monster special summoned by this effect. You cannot conduct your battle phase or turn you activate this card. You can only activate 1 Universal Battles per turn. So, Soul Charge, I think, the name of it. Anyway, X-winging it, bruh. Look at that. Draw 2 cards and banish 1 dark monster from your hand. Or, if you do not have any in your hand, send your entire hand to the graveyard. So, that, Allure Darkness, is that the name? Allure Draw? I don't know. Okay, now we're going to the traps, guys. So we only have 2 different traps, but 2 ofs. First one is, bam, Jedi Mind Tricks. Now, why does this look like freaking, Black Widow with a lightsaber? Mesmerizing this dude, look at him. But anyway, target 1 face-up effect monster your opponent controls. That face-up monster your opponent controls has its effects negated until the end of the turn. During your turn, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from the graveyard and target 1 face-up effect monster your opponent controls. That target has its effects negated until the end of the turn. So, yeah, y'all should recognize what card it is. Basically, this deck is just copied. I wanted to make the deck, but I didn't know how to make it. So I was like, I'll just make it something that was fun and I used to love to play, and I just basically copied it, but just put new faces on the cards. Anyway, Trooper Strike. It's a continuous trap. As long as this card remains face up on your side of the field, once per turn, draw 1 card. You can then choose 1 card in your hand to send back into your deck, shuffle your deck. I don't know if that was a real Yu-Gi-Oh card. Maybe that's something that I made, maybe. I don't know, but it's a cool picture, though. Cool picture. But anyway, that's it with the deck right there, guys. We're going to go into the extra deck, and, we're going to make stuff happen here. So you can see some of the things going on. We're going to start off with, bam, 1 Ray. Level 5, Spellcaster. If a monster is synchro summoned, draw 1 card. This card must be face up on the field to activate and resolve this effect. So, yeah, she should sound familiar. That Spellcaster dude, I forgot his name. Anyway, so we got another level 5, Finn. And he's also a tuner. Once per turn, you can send 1 Star Wars monster from your deck to the graveyard and activate 1 of these effects. Increase this card's level by the level of the sent monster. Reduce this card's level by the level of the sent monster. During your opponent's main phase, you can special summon 1 synchro monster using materials, including this card you control. Oh, so it's not bad at all. So you could increase them or shrink them, and then, okay. I don't even remember doing it like that, but okay, whatever. All right, so we got a couple more one-ofs. We got bam, Mace Windu, and bam, one Poe. Man, I love the artwork. It looks beautiful. Okay, let's start off with Mace. Level 8, 3000 attack, 2000 defense. Once per turn. During your main phase, you can destroy all other face-up attack position monsters on the field. Monsters other than this card cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. Dang, look at Mace. AKA Nick Fury. Man, that is a sick picture. Well, maybe it's the purple lightsaber. I don't know. But let's go with Poe him. 2100 attack, 12 defense. If this card is synchro summon, you can target one card your opponent controls. Return it to the hand. If this card is in your graveyard, you contribute one level 2 or lower monster. Special summon this card in defense position, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use each effect of Star Wars. Let's see, Star Wars Poe once per turn. Oh, I kind of messed it up right there. I got a different name, but don't worry about it. I mess up every now and then. I'll go back and fix it. All right, next up. Yeah, so next up we got bam, one Qui-Gon Jinn, and bam, one Anakin Skywalker. Look at them. Beautiful cards, by the way. Okay, let's go with Qui-Gon. 2500 attack. 8-star. Spellcaster. During either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated that would destroy a card or cards in the field, you contribute this card, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. During the end phase, if this effect was activated this turn and was not negated, you can special summon this card. So, Qui-Gon, the Protector, right? Basically Stardust. That's what he is. Anakin. This man ain't playing. How many stars is he? He's also 10? Okay, let's read his effect. During either player's turn, if your opponent would special summon a monster or monsters, you contribute this card, negate the summon, and if you do, destroy the monster or monsters. Let's see. During the end phase, if this card was activated this turn, and was not negated, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. If this card is destroyed by battle, or if this face-up card you control leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can special summon one level 8 or lower Star Wars Synchro monster from your extra deck. So sorry I was having trouble reading that, guys. The text was really small and my eyes suck, but yeah, basically, he is really good. I think he's more like those powerful Stardust Dragons. I don't remember the name, guys, but he's better than a regular Darth Vader I had. Okay, so we have two more. Bam! Bam! One of each. Okay, so let's read Ventress effect first. She's a level 6, 2800 attack. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, send it to the graveyard. You can special summon that monster to your field in defense position. So, keep trying to remember the name of the card. YuGiOh Guardian. Yeah, YuGiOh Guardian. That's basically what she is. YuGiOh Guardian. And with her effect, if this card attacks or is attacked, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. 2300 attack, so yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. And then for the last of the synchros, we're going to go with BAM! One General Grievous. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, so he's a level 7 machine. Once per turn, you can pay 1000 life points and target one card in the field. Banish that target. When this card is destroyed, you can target any number of other Star Wars monsters in your graveyard, shuffle them into the deck, and if you do, you gain 300 life points for each returned card. Once per turn, during your end phase, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. So wow, that's really good. He could send cards from your graveyard back into your deck in case you're running low on resources to send with those effects that mill from the deck. Oh wow, and you gain life points. Wow. Yeah, General Grievous ain't bad. All right, so next we're going to go with the fusions. And we got 3 of them. And the first one is, bam, Jabba the Hutt. You know, so he takes one Star Wars monster, one dark monster to make. Must first be fusion summoned. Cannot be destroyed by an opponent's card effects. Each player can only special summon monster or monsters once per turn while this card is face up on the field. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one recruiting drive spell or trap card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So, yeah, look at Jabba, man. That dude just living the life. Just big, fat, and greasy, and don't give a damn. All right, so, bam! Captain Phasma. Look at that. 2, 4, 6, 8 stars. The shiny Stormtrooper, when I first seen it, I was like, man, this card is sick. Anyway, it takes a Star Wars monster plus a light monster to make. Must first be fusion summon. If this card is special summon, you can send one Star Wars card from your deck to the graveyard. At the start of the damage step, if this card battles a special summon monster, destroy that monster. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one spell or trap card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So, yeah, Shaddoll Construct, if I remember. All right, and last but not least for the fusions, one Count Dooku. 2450 attack, spellcaster. Look at this guy's effect. Must first be fusion summon during each player's turn. When your opponent will special summon a monster or monsters, while you have a Star Wars card in your hand, you can negate the summon, and if you do, destroy that monster. Then send one Star Wars card from your hand to the graveyard. You can only use this effect on Star Wars Count Dooku once per turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one spell or trap card in your graveyard, add it to your hand. So, yeah, they work just like the Shaddolls, getting the fusion cards or whatever you need back to your hand, but it's targeting any spell or trap card, which these cards, it makes them pretty good. Okay, next we have 2 Exceeds. Not too many. First one, we're going to go with BAM! The beautiful Miss Padme. She's a fairy, 2 level 3s in make. Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card, and then target one banished level 4 lower monster, special summon that target to your side of the field. So, yeah, she's calling somebody in there to help her ass out. Whoever's banished, she brings them back, you know. That's how it is. And the other, rank 3, is Mr. Palpatine. Beta. Look at his defense. 2,500. Okay, so his effect. Once per turn, you can attach one material from this card and choose a number from 1 to 3. Then send that many cards on the top of your deck to the graveyard until the end of this turn. This card gains 500 attack for each card sent to the graveyard this way. If this card attacks, it is changed to defense position at the end of the battle phase. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target one Star Wars card in your graveyard. Except this card, add it to your hand. So, that effect sounds familiar. Is it like Dante? Fire Fit? No, not Fire Fit. It's Burning a bit. I don't know. One of the two. But anyway, guys, that's the whole deck. Say with the deck profile. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you like. Let me know if you don't like. Let me know what you want to see. You know, let me know if you want to go out and get a bag of Cheetos. I'm down with that. But anyways, your boy KennyJStylinz signing off, and I will see y'all again. Peace.